sometimes you ask a question out of as a joke ना, and आपको नहीं पता होता अगले ने क्या आपके joke को कैसे लिया होता है. So when they're in a position to interview you, you get worried कि maybe वो इस बात का बदला लेंगे और वो आपसे ऐसा सवाल पूछेंगे where you're going to be like, you know, so I'm kind of worried like when I'm getting interviewed because I don't know what the other person is going to ask.
Has that ever happened to you?
No, I don't. I think people have been genuinely very nice to me, you know, because I'm nice to them, so it's okay.
Okay, I'm glad you feel that way about yourself.
I hope so. I hope so.
What's your real name? Because I've known you as Dino Ali always.
Yeah, everybody.
And I'm pretty sure your parents didn't see you be born and be like, he looks like a dinosaur. Let's name him Dino.
No, my real name is Muhammad Ali. I actually came into the field as Muhammad Ali, but my boss at the time was because there were so many Alis at the time. There was Ali Kazmi, there's Ali Khan, Ali Zafar. There were so many Alis. So my boss at the time was like, "This is my first week at work," and I'm like very proud of my name. I'm like Muhammad Ali, you know, such a nice
name. I'm a boxer.
Filmy name, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be perfect. So my boss, I remember one day sat me down. He's like, "Yaar, तुम्हारा नाम जो Ali बदलो यार, Ali बदलो." I'm like, okay. So I gave him some options. I was like, "ये रख ले, some actually made up." You know, proper names.
Like a stage name.
Yeah, proper names. Like जिस तरह दिलीप कुमार अपना नाम रख लेता ना उस तरह से. तो मैंने उनको नाम दिए बहुत सारे. मैंने कहा ये रख लें. I was having fun with it. I was 16. So he was like, no. तुम्हारा कोई nickname होगा. Now that's when I freaked out because my nickname is Dino at home. So that I was like, oh God. So I told him, I was like, it's Dino. And then he said, yeah, that's perfect. Keep her. And I swear to God, for the first couple of shows, I was freaked out because I was worried people were going to make fun of me. Because who calls themselves Dino?
Dino.
You know, उस time पे India में था, there was a Dino Moria who I've actually met by the way. It was really funny. That's a different story.
Oh, do tell me about that story.
I'll tell you about that story. So, but though he kept my name, and then bas, you know, Allah Miya ne izzat di, because like the name just stuck, dude, and people forgot about my real name.
But I mean, like you've also, I mean, I was going to ask you this question much later on, but now that you start talking about this, you also you interviewed a lot of Bollywood celebrities when you were working for BBC, I believe.
I have, yeah. I was lucky that not just Bollywood, international stars, people like Sami Yusuf, you know, I interviewed a lot of great international names, which I was very lucky to do because, you know, these are people that you hardly ever get to see unless you travel abroad.
Yeah.
So it was really, really nice and it was very interesting. I mean, I had a great time. And, you know, when you interview people like you watch, you know, when you were growing up, people like Amitabh Bachchan, yaar, matlab, I was like, I mean, I still can't believe it. I still watch that video of me interviewing him and I'm like, yaar, ye khwaab lag raha hai, ye lag nahi raha ki this is real. You know what I mean?
When have you been most okay, apart from Amitabh Bachchan, I'm sure you were very starstruck then. But any other moment where you were totally starstruck?
Yeah, there are a few people that I've met that I've always been a fan and always will be a fan. Junaid Jamshed Saab, you know, Allah unhe jannat firdaus mein jagah de. Ameen. You know, I'm last time I met him many years ago. Obviously, वो तो उनके obviously जो उनका पहले जो उनका career था उसके हिसाब से तो हम सारे ही fans हैं. लेकिन but I've always been a fan of him. So when I met him, I was obviously starstruck. People like Reema ji. When I met Reema ji, I was starstruck. I've always been a fan. I think she's just so beautiful, so graceful. You know, Alamgir Saab. I think Alamgir Saab was like a huge, like the Elvis of the East. When I met him, so many conversations about music, about you know, how can I be a better singer? How can I be a better performer? Because I sing as well. So
I know.
So it was such a great meeting, and he was so kind, so generous. Like gave me such great tips. And such a wonderful person, you know, and so much energy. So many people that I met.
Another thing that I want to talk about is that you wear so many different hats. Like there's so many things you do. Like, तुम्हारे दिमाग में क्या compartment चल रहा है? कुछ voice over भी करना है, RJ भी हो, music भी बनाते हो, music सुनते भी हो. I mean, I'm sure if I open a little bit more, there might be a few more professions that will pop out.
There are quite a few more.
Okay, kindly elaborate on the rest of them, please.
No. You know what it is? I've always been a very I think bachpan se I've always been a very curious kid. I always wanted to know what is what, and I want to try different things and things that I feel that I can do. So you know, I love editing. Such a random thing, but I love editing videos. I love like.
अच्छा तो अगर मुझे कभी एडिटर की जरूरत हो तो
हाँ, आप मुझे कॉल कर सकती हैं.
ठीक है.
मेरा रेट थोड़ा ज़्यादा है बाकियों से, लेकिन कोई बात नहीं.
नहीं, मैं पैसे नहीं देती.
Chennai, I like you. I'll do it for you for free. I'll do it for her for free. This is on video.
It's on video.
If she ever needs an editor, I'll do it for free.
Yeah. Okay. Done. Thank you.
Done.
Perfect.
Yeah. So stuff like that. So I love, production. मुख्तलिफ चीजें. But I enjoy learning new things. I think there are a few things जो हमेशा से constant रहे हैं. जैसे radio has always been constant. I've been doing radio since I was 16, and I still love it. So that's one thing.
And well, it's been like what, 20 years?
Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah. I've been doing radio for a long time. So that's one thing that's been constant. Music is something that I really enjoy. And hosting.
No, and like especially for someone like you come from a family of entertainers and actors and directors. So I mean, like आपकी family के अंदर like talent है ये.
Yeah.
So to understand कि यार this is not my forte. You kind of like went a completely different route. Like I mean, it's still in the entertainment field, but you didn't go the acting route. So did you ever feel the pressure? Do you ever felt pressurized?
No, never. My family is very good like that. My mom and dad are amazing. They, like my mother and father never. I mean, I remember when I started working, I was like a teenager, dude. So my mother is a very strong, independent woman. She's one of those women who worked all their lives. She's not, and my father is very supportive of that. So she never stopped me. My father never stopped me. My father gave me one advice. He said कि यार जो भी काम करना है जिंदगी में बस ये सोच के करना है कि उसमें अच्छा करना है वरना नहीं करना. Don't do half-baked things. Do things that you actually want to do. They did talk about certain things that they did not like stuff like the way I dress. My mother hates the way I dress. I'm gonna say this on camera, dude. My mother does not think I have a sense, like a good sense of style. There's a funny story. I was on a live show once, and I kid you, this is the level, na. Amma hai na, amma to amma hai. तो मैं एक शो पे बैठा हूँ and मैं सुबह चला गया ना शो पे. It was a morning show, so मैं अम्मा सोई में थी, मैं उठ के चला गया morning show पे. And I wore whatever. Like I was, अब तो मैं थोड़ा सा इंसान बन गया, but उस ज़माने में तो I was really bad. I would wear anything and just go.
Anything and walk out.
Anything and walk out. I didn't care, right? I was so confident कि उनको तो यार मेरे बस talent से मतलब है ना, उनको मेरे कपड़ों से क्या मतलब है. So I was sitting on the show and it was a live show और caller आया तो host like जी हमारे अगले caller हैं आप बताएं ये. It was my mother. She called on the show live and वो live phone करके TV मुझे क्या कह रही है? ये तुम क्या कपड़े पहने हुए हो? ये तुमने क्या बनाया है? तुम क्या कर रहे हो? उठ के बैठो, सीधे होके बैठो. And the host is dying. Host is like और मैं यूं अम्मा क्या कर रही है? Live show है. नहीं क्या कपड़े पहन के गए हो तुम? तुम्हें क्या हो गया? You know what I mean?
Speaking about callers on shows, tell me some of the like interesting and weird callers you've gotten on radio.
Oh my God.
Like 2, 3. Let's not go.
Where does one begin? Like I once had a caller who all they were doing was breathing on the phone. They were literally breathing on the phone. That's it. It was like this. Hello, अस्सलाम वालेकुम कैसे हैं आप जी? Okay, welcome to the show. क्या करना चाहेंगे आप? जी?